Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Alumni Stadium in Greenville, South Carolina for the cap of a crazy week here at Bob Jones University. As Spirit Week ends, what better way to end it with a Senior Day celebration as the Bruins host South Region opponent Trinity College of Jacksonville in their final home game this season. My name is Trenton Goldsmith, and I've had the privilege to be with you here all season long, and it's hard to believe we're already almost done. It's almost mid-October, just about half a month away from the region tournament. And here we go. Trinity College of Jacksonville with the ball first, wearing a darker blue. Bruins wearing a lighter blue. Hopefully you can tell a distinct difference on the stream. And the Bruins trying to start here early. Ellie Cummings, wow, right away. And that one's out. Should be a corner kick, and it is. Bruins wasting no time trying to get on the board. They were unable to do so last night as they hosted Carolina University in a 3-0 loss. But they want to change that today. That one's going to be changed to a goal kick. Surprising right there, as I thought that was clearly off of a Eagles player. Trinity College of Jacksonville, formerly known as Trinity Baptist College, under their new name this year, has seen lots of growth at the college level and even in their athletics. This team, 9 of the 17 players are new freshmen. Head coach Alexa Pittman has done a fantastic job recruiting, building her team up after losing a lot of key players from last year's roster. There is one key player that is back, though. That's Lucy Rife. She leads the team in goals with 6 on the season. She's a senior from Alachua, Florida. So Bruins get a throw in there, keeping the offensive pressure high as long as they can. The Bruins are without 2 key players today, as yesterday there was a collision in the box between Jane Farr, Margaret Cummings, and a player from Carolina. Both of them seem to be okay, but both sitting out today. So taking their places are Caroline Rowland, the walk-on goalkeeper, and Savannah Clock playing left back. Again, we've seen Rowland before. She got the start away at Greensboro, where we had the Bruins have a 0-0 draw, and Rowland made several key saves in that draw. Savannah Clock comes to the Bruins this year, and she comes as a transfer sophomore from Waddle, Arizona. She is very strong back there in that defensive spot. Doesn't really give up much past her. They're joined by Estrella Cruz, Abby Irwood, Julia Hartzler, Reagan Tierney, Annabelle Gaddis, Shannon Miller, Ellie Cummings with the ball now, Francesca Rednick, and Miley Shaw. Here's Cummings dribbling towards the end line. Keeps that one in momentarily, and that one's going to go out. I think that's for a corner kick. Hartzler will go over and take it. Bruins are going to stack the box, looking for an early goal here. We're 3 minutes in on Senior Day. Sent into the box. Gaddis, Cummings, and cleared away. Back out to Hartzler near the 18-yard box. Gaddis with the ball. Now Gaddis putting it in. Shaw is there. Can't get there in time. Gobbled up by the goalkeeper, Katiana Grace, the freshman from Coral Springs, Florida. Grace does split time with 2 other goalkeepers, Taylor McCrory and Olivia Rasick. But she has started more games than McCrory. It's her 5th start on the year. McCrory has 3 starts. Goals against average for Katiana Grace is incredible. 1.61, 41 saves on the year. Very talented goalkeeper here coming in their class. As Tierney takes that one away. There are 6 seniors being recognized at halftime, but that's taken away in the box, deep in the zone. Arrowwood having a hard time with it. Finally clears that out of the box. Great play there by Lucy Rife to try to get a shot away. And she continues the pressure. Arrowwood's one of those 6 seniors being recognized at halftime, joined by Reagan Tierney, Francesca Rednick, Miley Shaw, Ellie Cummings, and team manager Julia Weigel. They've all had key parts in back-to-back national championships. And no doubt they want a third one this year, but they have a lot of work to do until then. Today's actually a big day when it comes to getting to that national tournament. I think if they win today, they might have the edge to get that number 1 overall seed at the region tournament from November 6th through the 8th, hosted at Toccoa Falls College. And I think that'll give them one less game to play at the regional tournament if they can get the 1 seed. Cummings takes that one away, has a busy day so far. We're 5 minutes in. The Eagles have done a great job so far clearing it out of the zone and not allowing any shots on target. But how long can they hold? A Rednick going up the line, putting it into the middle towards Gaddis. Gaddis did get a touch on it, but couldn't bring it down. And it's gathered up by Grace. Grace sporting the pink. A lot like the pink jerseys we saw last night from Carolina, but it was everybody wearing pink for Carolina, not just the goalkeeper. Miller dropping it back to Estrella Cruz. Tierney out to Hartzler. Hartzler's a player that plays all over the field. She can't keep that one in. Goes out for an Eagles throw-in. Starting today at the right back spot, but she might be moved up to the striker position later on. Carmichael likes to move her, Ellie Cummings, and Estrella Cruz around just to get different looks. Hartzler chases that one down, gets it before Callie Robinson. The starters for Trinity College of Jacksonville are Katiana Grace, Ayla Buckley, Callie Robinson, Aubrey Settle, Kira Goodwin, Lucy Rife, Shayla Mendoka, Camila Lopez, Tatum Wolk, Alyssa Lechuga, and Gina Beto. Gina Beto is another impressive freshman on this team. 4 goals on the season. She has started all but 1 game. Now goes out for an Eagles throw-in. The wind might play a key factor here today. It is blowing from left to right, so the Bruins playing with it on their backs, and Eagles playing against it right now. So when it comes to shooting and even balls going up the field, Bruins have an advantage here, could work it up quicker than, say, the Eagles can. Gaddis dribbling up. Gaddis gets past. Gaddis with a shot. Too far near post. First shot of the day. Big chance there again. Bruins continuing to work the offensive side early on. Katiana Grace sends it away, and that's example A of the win. That thing died. Barely went anywhere, but luckily it was gathered up by Camila Lopez. And now Lopez with the ball back at her feet. Lopez looking towards Rife, but doesn't quite get there. Hartzler gets it instead for the Bruins. Savannah Clock trying to find Shaw. Gets picked away. Shaw gains possession back. Drops it back to Cruz. Cummings. Hartzler, big touch out in front. Advantage was called. Cummings was clipped. That foul will probably go against Rife. That ball sent up the field, but again, too far out in front. Easy gather by Grace. It was a late night last night here at Alumni Stadium. 2 back-to-back games scheduled for 6 and 8. It ended up being about 6:15 and 8:30 were the start times. And so that men's game that started around 8:30 didn't end till 10:30. And now we're back here at a noon start, which I thought was originally scheduled for a 4 o'clock start. So who needs sleep? Who needs rest when we have soccer in the fall? What's more important? Fun or rest? Ball sent away again by Grace. Shaw brings that one down. The Bruins on the run again. Touch out in front to Gaddis. Gaddis has Cummings on her right. Stops. Deking around, trying to find Cummings. And Cummings, I don't think was expecting to pass out there. And that one's out for a Bruins throw-in. Eagles player down. Clock's going to stop. And that just looked really awkward. In my line of vision, I can't see who that is. That was Alyssa Lechuga. And I think she was saying there's a hole in the field that she may have stepped in. Now the line referee checking it out, and he is putting his foot down in there. That could cause an issue. Unlucky by Lechuga. Now the referee's going to go talk to Coach Carmichael, and they're going to try to figure out what to do to try to maybe fill that hole a little bit. So talk to the game manager. Should put a cone up maybe in the field. Everyone up here in the boxes are saying just don't step in it. Well, it's hard to. Yeah, I tell that to Alyssa Lechuga, who just had an unfortunate. I mean, that clearance out of bounds just didn't look right, and I mean, obviously we know why now. Lechuga is an experienced defender, junior from Spring Hill, Florida. She seems to be okay. She's shaking it off right now, trying to move her ankle around. I think she'll definitely be okay. So I don't really know what we're going to do till we fix it. Or we're just going to continue play. I guess we'll see. Referee making a decision right now. So it looks like play will continue. Cummings, that one's deflected out for a goal kick. So what the plan is I see they're getting sand from our sand volleyball courts over on the opposite side of the field, and I think they're going to use that to fill up that hole. Quick thinking right there, using our resources. Gaddis finds Cummings. Cummings cutting in, but that one poked away. Aubrey Settle gets that away from Cummings and alleviates another scoring threat for the Bruins. Hartzler gets that one to Tierney. Tierney trying to get up the field. But the long touch out in front. Lopez gathers into Rife. Lucy Rife, she's dangerous near the net. Puts it into the box. And Estrella Cruz gets there first. Cummings again. She's been busy all the way up the line throughout the game so far. Bruins having a hard time finding a connecting point up on the offensive side. They've had the ball for the majority of the game so far. They've even had it on their offensive half for the majority of the game so far. But once they're up there, they can't connect. And that's been probably key issue number one all year long. They come into today with a 2-5-5 record. Not the record they're used to, but, I mean, again, they still have a talented roster. The 5 losses are against 5 very good teams. We'll see how they stack up against the NCCAA schools, one of them being here right now. Throw-in goes out for Trinity. Quick shout-out to our women's basketball team volunteering to be ball girls today. They join our normal ball boy, Sean Ward, the dad of former player Sarah Ward. Still sticks around and helps us out. Appreciate it. He's our pro ball boy for sure. Lucy Rife sends it into the box, and that one's just going to trickle out for a goal kick. On this near side to the field, Faith McClary and Peyton Teague are the 2 women's basketball players. I can't tell who's on the other side. That one's out for another Eagles throw. Eagles trying to make a move here. Lucy Rife. Kira Goodwin. And that pass out toward the direction of Tatum Wolk. Picked off by Miley Shaw, getting back on defense. Out for another Eagles throw. Been kind of a quiet day so far. There hasn't been much happening. The ball's been in the offensive boxes, but limited shots and big moments. Both defenses doing a great job. Alumni Stadium grasping for some life here. Tatum Wolk exits. I think that's Taylor McCrory. Miller gathers. A pass back to Miller off target. Now the Eagles have possession again. Miller gets it back for the Bruins. Eagles come into today coming off of a 2-1 region win against Toccoa Falls College. Big win for their season. Before that, they had 3 straight shutout losses, which are their 3 losses this year. So they stand at 4-3-1 coming into today, looking for their 5th win of the year. They do know how to win on the road. They have 2 road wins so far this year at Abraham Baldwin and Wesleyan, Georgia. So they've gone into other stadiums and other fields and beaten the home team twice. Gaddis. Who's going to score first? I mean, I genuinely think whoever scores first has the best possible chance to win this game, because it might be this game just seems like a 1-0, 2-1 kind of game. Cummings gets it back. Again, can the Bruins connect up here? Gaddis, I mean, from very far out, does not have any power. Goes out for a goal kick. Sub coming on for the Bruins. Savannah Clock exits. It's number 21, Lydia Howell, that came in. Howell usually playing up top, playing in the left back spot. Thrown in to Cummings, out for another Bruins throw. Miller gets in the way of that. Shaw brings it down. Shaw trying to get a touch around and couldn't get in the way from Kira Goodwin. Out for an Eagles throw-in. Airwood carrying it up the field. Finds senior teammate. Senior teammate. 4 straight seniors touch the ball. Arrowwood, Tierney, Rednick, and Shaw. And the flag goes up on Miley Shaw from the far side of the field. Shaw a little confused on that. She thought she was well onsides. That one's toward the direction of Caroline Rowland. And an easy pickup. She's going to punt it away. And Shaw gathers it near midfield. Shaw working it up towards a Rednick. And good hustle there by Ayla Buckley. There's not many people that I see that run stride for stride with Francesca Rednick, but Buckley did it there. Got out for another Bruins throw-in. Bruins still trying to connect. That one should go out for a corner kick. It does. So big chance here. Bruins need something to get going. Lydia Howell coming up to take it. Gaddis, Shaw, Miller, Cummings, and a Rednick in the box. Sent into the box. Good spot there. It's on the ground. A Rednick has it. And they're going to call a foul on a Rednick for touching the keeper. I mean, a Rednick was in the area. I didn't really see her get close enough to Katiana Grace. That one also gets stuck in the air. It's crazy watching backspin on these goal kicks especially. And then it kind of goes up and it goes straight, like it goes up diagonally and then just goes straight down because of the backspin and the wind. The more baseball I watch, the more I study spin rates, and it's kind of fascinating what spin can do on any ball. Obviously, the wind plays a big factor in that as well. Cruz making space for herself, finds Howell out wide. Howell turning towards the line. A Rednick to Shaw. Shaw cutting back, and that one should go out for a Bruins throw-in. Tierney in the middle. Has Hartzler to her right. Hartzler taking big space here. Julia Hartzler sent into the box. That's a strong one in the box. That one gets past the keeper. Oh, Rednick puts it in. It's 1-0. Bruins finally break through. That was a great cross by Julia Hartzler. Hard on the ground. Gets past the diving Grace. And a Rednick puts it away for her 6th goal of the season. Makes it 1-0.
Bruins goal scored by number 30, Francesca Rednick.
Life has been given to Alumni Stadium. After watching a tough 90 minutes last night and a 3-0 shutout loss, fans finally get a goal from this women's team, and it might not be the last one we see today. That might spark something going forward. There's 22 minutes left in this first half. To add to the excitement, there is senior recognition at halftime, so make sure to stick around at halftime as we recognize and celebrate Abby Arrowwood, Reagan Tierney, Francesca Rednick, Miley Shaw, Ellie Cummings, and Julia Weigel. Miller to Arrowwood. Sent up the line. Shaw chasing it down. Buckley going with her. And that'll be a throw-in deep in the zone. Easy throw back to Howell. Howell sends it towards the middle. That one lands. Cummings gets to it first. Cummings trying to get position with the ball. And it's taken away and poked up the field by Shayla Mendoka. Miller with space in front of her. Pass to Rednick, not handled. And tipped out for a Bruins throw-in. 25 minutes down, 20 minutes to go here in the first half. Bruins find themselves with a 1-0 lead in a very important region match. Another throw-in for the Bruins. See, today I'm very thankful that Trinity College, their mascot is the Eagles, because last night it was Bruins against Bruins. A Rednick with another chance here. Tries to knee that one in. And it goes out for a goal kick. Yeah, last night Bob Jones Bruins were facing the Carolina University Bruins, and I kept saying Bruins. And obviously, for viewers at home, that would be very unclear to know who I was talking about. So as much as I possibly could, I tried to say Carolina and Bob Jones, but that just doesn't roll off as easy as Bruins does. So today, Bruins versus Eagles. It's a good matchup. It's a common matchup, since there are two other schools in the region that are also the Eagles. Good switch over to Howell. Miller. Back to Howell. Up the line to Shaw. Shaw finds a Rednick. A Rednick can't get to that. Fighting for it back, and a foul will be called against Francesco. Rednick on the challenge. Howell. Miller. Miller cutting in. Shannon Miller still with the ball at her feet. Trying to find Ellie Cummings. Ellie Cummings gets pinched by defenders and gathered up by Grace. Grace punts it away. Hartzler on the challenge behind, wins it back. Gaddis now with the ball at her feet. Howell remains the only sub we've seen so far for the Bruins. Usually by now a couple more go in. Gaddis. To Cummings. Gaddis is dropped back to Tierney. Not strong enough. Picked away by Ayla Buckley. Nope, excuse me. That was Callie Robinson. Lucy Rife sends it up to McCrory. But Arrowwood gets there first. Howell. Tierney. Howell. It's almost like I queued it up. Sub coming on for the Bruins soon. It's Maddie Pfaffenroth. And if I were to guess, she might be coming in for Annabelle Gaddis. And I think that would move Shaw out or into the middle and Pfaffenroth out left. But not a fortune teller, but we will see if that's the case. Good job by Howell to win the ball back for the Bruins. Miller finding Hartzler outside. This is how their last goal started. Hartzler taking her space toward the line. That cross is deflected. And that'll go out for an Eagles throw-in. Miller gets the ball back in the middle. Miller turning right, finds Cummings. Top corner of the box. Cummings touching outside. Trying to get it back across the box and cleared away for now. It's still in the box, though. Not good contact there by Mendoka. Bruins get the ball back. Under 15 minutes to play in the first half. Eagles on the run here. Buckley. Miscommunication there by Arrowwood and Rowland, and Arrowwood has to just go out and kick it out of bounds. Corner kick for the Eagles. Big chance here to knot it back up at 1. Sent into the box. Lucy Rife is there. Rife, that shot. Not quite on target. Was trying to add one. Pfaffenroth comes in. She's coming in for Annabelle Gaddis. And that sends Miley Shaw into the middle. And Pfaffenroth on the left. Did I predict that or what? I guess when you watch the same team over and over and over again, you seem to understand the tactics of the coach. I'm kind of proud of that one. That one's out for another Eagles throw. Eagles still fighting to get on the board here. Sent into the box high in the air. Testing Roland a little bit, but Roland catches it. And Roland is rolling out to Shannon Miller. Howell. Miller. Back to Tierney. Cummings has a lot of space over here. Tierney trying to find her, but it's too late. Shaw to Cummings. The cousin connection. And the Eagles get it back, and they're on the run. That's Goodwin. And now Lopez. Pressure there by Hartzler, though. Gets away from Lopez. Back to Shaw. And now near Miller, but cleared up. Goodwin again. Needs help. McCrory. Another deflection out of bounds for another Eagles throw-in. And they could not keep that one in. Goes the Bruins' way. Big drop back to Grace. Shaw takes it away. Miley Shaw out to a Rednick. Bruins have numbers. Can they use them? A Rednick near Shaw. Now he dribbles all the way across the face of the net. And no one was on the other side of Shaw to get it. Cummings was trying to get there late. Madison Avellino now entering the game for Miley Shaw. And Tomko is going to join the party at the next dead ball. Aubrey Settle passes out of bounds. Bruins going to throw in just over 9 minutes to go in the first half. Isla Tomko coming in for Ellie Cummings. Freshman in for senior. Tomko with a bright future ahead of her. 2 goals on the year. She gives 110% every time she's on the field. Still has 3 more years to grow even more. Clock's going to stop. And we're going to see a yellow card. Free kick here for the Eagles. That one sent in, testing Roland again, but Roland gets there and gathers it up. Brooke Corson coming on for Francesca Rednick. She'll play for the final 8 minutes of this half. Sent it in the middle of the field towards Buckley. McCrory cannot get away from Columbia Blue. Every time McCrory gets the ball, someone joins her from the Bruins side. Makes it very difficult. It's the way it seemed last night for the Bruins against Carolina, as every time Bob Jones got the ball, Carolina pounced on him. Corson into the box. And easy gathered by Grace. That clearance gathered up by Shannon Miller. Miller gets it back. And a reset. Arrowwood to Tierney. Avellino to Tomko. And Eagles playing majority defense here. Reif got the ball back, but had no one in front of her and ran out of room. Tomko to Corson. That had some heat on it. Gives a good look, but tough to gather for Corson. Avellino winning position there. Out for another Bruins throw-in. Another one. Avellino sends it in to the middle. Miller trying to get it there. And cleared away, but right to Lydia Howell. Lydia Howell's going to shoot from far out. Lydia Howell, oh man! From nearly 30 yards, nearly got that in the net. Saved by Katiana Grace. Out for a corner kick for the Bruins. Julia Hartzler taking it. Bruins can extend their lead here. Hartzler sends it in. Great ball. Miller, that's over the head. Howell trying to get another shot. And now Lucy Reif, but Howell takes it back. Bruins trying to keep it on this offensive half. Arrowwood quickly to Avellino. Avellino to Brooke Corson. Corson tripped up. Taken away by Mendoca. Finding Lopez in the middle. Camila Lopez. Lucy Reif. And back the Bruins' way. 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Give and go between Miller and Pfaffenroth. And great slide tackle there by Lechuga. Tomko with speed down the line. Tomko puts it across. Madison Avellino, heavy touch. Oh, she can't bring it down. I think she wants that one again. That was a great play by Tomko leading up to it. And a heavy challenge there by McCrory. And a foul. Two and a half minutes. Arrowwood directing traffic. Sends it in. That was towards Tomko. Just another one that's just hard to gather. Grace punts it away. And see, punts have topspin on them, so they'll travel farther against wind. Where goal kicks and sends have backspin, and they will not. Again, science of spin rates is fantastic. You should look it up in your spare time, if you have spare time. Corson, good job splitting defenders there. Up against Rife, trying to get down the line. That should be out for an Eagles throw-in. Eagles have a minute and 20 seconds to try to even it up before halftime. Out for a Bruins throw-in. Referee directs Hartzler to scoot back. Throw into Avellino. Avellino trying to turn and find Corson. Picked off, though, by Rife. And Arrowwood just sends this one up the field, getting away from any sort of danger. 50 seconds. Corson trying to fight for it. Foul goes against number 9, Kira Goodwin. 30 seconds. Still a small chance here. Hartzler can't get that one off the ground, but deflection goes to Tierney. Tierney to Howell. 20 seconds. Drop it back to Arrowwood.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Miller.
4, 3,
And they're not going to get a shot away.
1.
And that's how the first half ends. The goal by Francesco Rednick is the difference at halftime. Bruins have a 1-0 lead against South Region opponent Eagles. Stick around for halftime as we celebrate 6 seniors. Halftime will be 15 minutes. And second half coming up next.
Eagles 0.
Welcome back to the second half of action. My name is Trenton Goldsmith, still with you here today. The Bruins come in with a 1-0 lead on the goal by Francesca Orednik. Just got done recognizing our seniors at halftime. Maybe that might spark something in the second half to try to get more goals on the board. This 1-0 lead is a precious one. And this win will also be very important if they can pull it off. Trinity, though, is going to have different ideas. Trying to steal one on the road here. It was a defensive first half. Very, very important on the defensive side for both teams here. Both teams had several chances, but it was a defense that stood in the way. That foul is on Francesca Orednik. In the all-time series, the Bruins are 11-1. Only loss coming in 2017. No draws in the series so far. Last season, the Bruins played 2 games against the Eagles, winning both 6-0 at home, where Maddie Fafaroff scored one of those goals, and 2-0 on the road in Jacksonville. Goals scored by Ellie Cummings and current assistant coach Mia Marks. And again, while it is almost region tournament time and nearing the end of the season, this could be the first of 4 potential meetings between these two schools. I was talking yesterday with Coach Carmichael in his office, and he goes, it's weird that it's basically the end of the season, but we might see this team 3 more times. So think about it here. They're playing right now. They have the chance, or they're playing again in Jacksonville 2 weeks from today on October 25th. They have a heavy chance to see each other in the region tournament because the region is so small. I'm pretty sure there's 3 teams in this tournament this year. So most likely the region final will be this match, as Rednick sends that one in and dove on by the keeper. So they have a heavy chance to play each other in the regional tournament. And the way it's shaking up at the national level is Trinity might end up at the national tournament, or honestly, whoever wins the region tournament, the at-large bid will then be given to the other team. So let's say Trinity does pull off a region tournament win. Bob Jones will probably get that at-large bid. If Bob Jones wins, Trinity will probably get that at-large bid. So they have a heavy chance of playing each other at the national tournament as well. So this could be the first of 4 meetings. Imagine playing the same team 4 times. You would get to know each other almost on a first-name basis at that point, if they don't already have one. Cummings gets that on the right side. Had a busy first half, but again, had a hard time connecting and finding space on that offensive side. She drops it back to Arrowwood. With the win today, the Bruins could almost secure the number 1 seed in the region tournament. They're 2-0 in the region so far, with wins against Toccoa Falls College and Carolina Christian College. And those are their only 2 wins of the season. Miller to Shaw, and Shaw leaves early. And the flag goes up. That pass might need to come a little earlier next time. It's been a struggle the majority of the year. So all the through balls and sends up the field just come like a touch too late. Everyone's gearing up to make their run. And the ball is sent up too late. That's a fight in the middle between Tierney and Robinson. Robinson wins it. But that pass is off target, cleared away. Back to the Eagles, though. It's been a good week here at Bob Jones University. Spirit Week with themes each day. And as we're closing it, we've seen a lot of alumni coming back. Seen a lot of former athletes. There was an alumni volleyball game last night, where I think they had about 15 alumni. That one sent in a Rednick trying to get her second goal of the year, or second goal of the game, excuse me, in a little collision now. And Katiana Grace is down. Yeah, just around 15 alumni volleyball players playing last night in their game. Men's basketball had an alumni game this morning where they had about 20 guys come back. It was good to see a few of them. Hayes Brush and Steph Hughley I saw in the hallway walking out here. Both such great guys. Good to see them again. And they were joined by 18 other former alumni in the game this morning. A lot of men's soccer alumni and women's soccer alumni back last night for their ring ceremony from last year. It's good to see guys like Ryland Bolt from last year's men's team. Now to cap off the busy, crazy Spirit Week, homecoming type week, we're here at Alumni Stadium for an afternoon match. Howell up to Shaw and cleared away out for a throw-in. What a catch by the ball guy, Sean Ward. I should enunciate my words better. Ball guy. I'm not making fun of his bald head, so I'm not saying bald guy. I'm saying ball guy. To clear it up to the people in the box with me up here. Oh, I learned at halftime that the two women's basketball players on the other side of the field are Faith Hayward and Anna Lane Wilder. Women's basketball team helping us out as ball girls today. Their season starts in just a couple of weeks as Gaddis takes that one away. Gaddis back towards the middle, finds a Rednick. Rednick, big touch. Francesco Rednick, that shot right at the keeper. Still looking for her second goal of the day. She's come close a couple times to begin this second half. That goal would have been huge for this Bruins lead. Play stops again as another Eagle is down. Oh, clock will continue to run. And drop ball, and here we go again. Last night, it was almost every 5 seconds that the clock stopped at the end of both games, women's and men's. It was like every other play the clock stopped for a minute or two, and that's what helped make it such a late night at Alumni Stadium last night. Was the final 10 minutes of each game took about 25 minutes, and that's not exaggeration. Good turn there by Robinson. That shot is wide. For joining us late, Caroline Rowland playing goalie today for the Bruins. Margaret Cummings out with a concussion after a collision in the box last night. Bruins also without Jane Farr today, involved in that same collision with a leg injury. Savannah Clock started in the left back spot for Jane Farr, but it's Howell that has it right now. She's gave the ball up. Gina Beto took it away. That's sent towards Lucy Reif, the goal scorer for this Trinity team. Miller gets it back. creates her own space, finds Tierney behind her in the holding mid spot. Bruins now working against the wind. Had the win in the first half. Now all their clearances might not go as far as they think. Back the Eagles' way. Lucy Rife runs into Gaddis. Tierney takes it away. Tierney up the field to Francesca Orednik. Orednik trying to get around. And now cleared up the field. Howell gets it back to Shaw. Shaw turning. Give and go between her and Orednik, but that pass stood in the way by Beto. And now a hustle play here. And that clearance by Katiana Grace all the way out of her box goes right off of Francesca Orednik. Gaddis still with the ball at her feet. Cummings now. Ellie Cummings trying to get away from three defenders. That's a shot from far out, deflected off of Aubrey Settle. And now at the feet of Mendoka. Hartzler with the assist on the goal in the first half. Cummings across the box. Miley Shaw, can't get a shot away, cleared away first. There have been a couple ones like that where Bruins are so close, just can't get there first. Miller. That pass deflected. Doesn't get to Gaddis. Beto. Up against Cruz. Cruz is just so hard to get past. And they did fill that hole that Lechuga stepped in with sand. And they're right down near it right now. Sent across. Gathered by Caroline Rowland. Rowland was a member of the track team last year. It's just an overall great athlete. And then in the summertime, came in contact with Coach Carmichael. And this was before we really had the thought of having a third keeper, Carmichael said. But, I mean, she has come in very important moments. Because normal backup goalkeeper Callie Jackson still out and recovering from a broken pinky that she came in with preseason with. And now obviously with Cummings out, who else is there to play goalkeeper but Caroline Rowland? And she has done incredible. Cleared away by Arrowwood. Good pressure there by Rednick. Takes the ball back for the Bruins, but they're 3-on-6 right now. And a foul called on Ellie Cummings. I believe that's Clock will stop this time. Can't tell who went down. She's holding her head. So the athletic trainer will come out to check on her. Chick-fil-A of Taylor is a proud partner of your BJU Bruins. They're located just up the road from BJU campus on Wade Hampton Boulevard. Check them out today. It's Ayla Buckley that's down on the ground right now. She's getting checked on by our trainer. Both teams taking this opportunity to go get water with just over 30 minutes to go here in a tight 1-0 match. Buckley will be getting up here under her own power. That's good to see. And she'll walk off with the trainer. As teams settle back on. Play resuming soon. Here we go. Ball is back in play. And the Bruins take it away right away. Miller, big touch out in front. Miller taking all her space she possibly can. Pass too soft to Shaw. Earlwood. Hartzler. Tierney has Miller in the middle with space. Miller still standing in a bubble of space. Finally gets it, but with pressure on her back. Callie Robinson was there to pressure her from behind. Tierney. Hartzler. Now Gaddis. Bruins just trying to find their way up the field here. Good turn by Cummings. Gets down the line, trying to get past one more. And that goes out for a Bruins throw in. Isla Tomko coming back in the match. Tomko's coming in for Annabelle Gaddis. And another deflection. Out for a Bruins throw in, putting Faith Hayward to work over there as the ball girl. Cummings all the way on the other side now. Finds Tomko in the middle. Back to a Rednick. Francesca Rednick trying to find space for a shot. She can't quite get the power on that shot that she needed. So Rednick stays productive, but can't get another goal yet. Punted up the field. Oh, big collision there. Roland stays home as Cruz sends that one away. Callie Robinson just ran straight into Abby Arrowwood. Arrowwood sends that one up the field, but the Eagles get it back. And the flag goes up as McCrory is offsides. Shot from far out by McCrory goes far right. Arrowwood sends it up the field again to Cummings. And that'll go out for an Eagles throw in. Shaw splits defenders. Shaw to Cummings, too far out in front of her. Miller gets it back, finds Howell behind her. Tomko gearing up to go on a run on the left side, but that pass picked off by the Eagles. And now Cruz drops it back to Arrowwood with 25 minutes to go here today. Still 1-0, could get very close towards the end. See who can break through next to either tie it or extend the lead. I'm just hoping my voice stays. They're calling 180 minutes of soccer yesterday and 90 minutes today. Gets a little tired. Tell you what, it's probably not as tired as these players are. Playing back-to-back games in back-to-back days. As Howell tips that one away. And the pressure from Rife earns a foul. Hartzler's going to send it away. Looking left, up towards Tomko. Good first touch by Tomko. Brings it down. Creating a good angle for the pass to Miller. Miller going to her right. Still with the ball. Miller. Bruins have numbers, and that pass too strong. It's that connection point to that offensive line that they just cannot find. Continues to plague the Bruins. Ball sent up in the direction of Camila Lopez, and Lopez wins a throw-in against Hartzler. Throwing into McCrory, back to Lopez, back to McCrory. And that one's going to be deflected out for a corner kick. Eagles trying to take advantage here. of not a lot of rest for this Bruins team. And that's really going to take its hold toward the end of the game. See how much energy the Bruins can have in the last 20 minutes. Short corner for now. And great defense by Abby Arrowwood. Just completely gets rid of that corner kick. They tried to play it short and then work it into the box. But Arrowwood read that like a book. Tomko finds Tierney in the middle. Up to a Rednick, and now Miller. Bruins have numbers again. A Rednick gets in the way of that. A Rednick on her right, trying to get past one last defender. And can't. That one did end up going out for a throw-in. Savannah Clock coming in for Ellie Cummings, and this might be the first time Clock plays on the offensive side. She's a rock-solid defender, and now with a chance here to be a highly energetic offensive player. Tierney up to Shaw. To Miller. Miller has Howell out here. And finds her there. Back to Miller in the middle. Miller back to Howell. Good ball movement between the two. Howell, big touch out in front. Into the box, and that one's out for a corner kick. That ignites something here with the fans at Alumni Stadium. Can they take advantage? Howell's going to go take the corner kick. Her last one was placed perfectly, had a chance. That one sent in. First touch by the Eagles. No clearance, though. Miller gets it back. Back to Howell. Back into the middle. Tomko in the air. Still bouncing around near the box. Shaw back near the box. Tomko getting it back. Can the Bruins find possession? Find Howell. Drops back to Tierney. Out to Hartzler. Hartzler just shoots it from far out with her left foot. That had pace on it. Gathered by Grace. That was a good offensive possession for the Bruins. Created off of good ball movement, and guess what? Connection with the people up top. That one goes out for an Eagles throw-in. Pfaffenroth is going to come in for the Bruins. She'll come in for Francesca Orednik. And Ayla Buckley back in the game. Good to see her back in the game after going down. She comes in for Lucy Reif. I think Reif just might be getting a rest before the final few minutes of this game. Again, being the goal scorer for this Eagles team this year. That one straight to Buckley. Worked out to Robinson into the box. Cruz gets there first and finds Pfaffenroth. Big touch out in front, trying to outspeed Beto. Hard to do. Beto sends it out for a throw-in. Taken quickly to Isla Tomko. Eagles still fighting so hard to get past this defense. And our friend in highlighter yellow gets in the way. He says, my bad. And he'll drop it to the feet of the Eagles. Shaw takes it away. Tierney cleans it up. Finds Miller going forward. Miller, good touch around. Passes the clock. Miller could have gone a lot farther forward. Clock working it across to Miller. Miller has Pfaffenroth on her left. Pfaffenroth. Back to the overlapping Miller. Miller, big touch out in front to get away from a defender. Cutting back. And out for a throw-in. Lauren Green coming on now for Miley Shaw. First action for Lauren Green today. Tomko trying to connect with Pfaffenroth. Gets to the feet of Miller. And that one's going to stop play. The fans wanted one last time. Didn't get it, ended up being a throw-in, but that foul on Ayla Buckley will earn a free kick. Pfaffenroth will take it. Again, Bruins still looking to extend their lead to 2. Sent near post and just doesn't get there. Good defense there by Robinson. Gets that one away from Hartzler. But no one home on the pass except the Bruin, Estrella Cruz. Pfaffenroth all by herself out here. Still by herself. That one sent up. Pfaffenroth into the box to Tomko. It's still in. And a foul call against Tomko. Clock's going to stop as another Eagle is down. FCI Agency is an insurance broker that provides auto, home, life, and business insurance. You have choices to make, so make one that always gets you the best rate. You can check them online at fcisc.com. That is fcisc.com. Clock will restart on the play. Katiana Grace sends it away. Green and Buckley. Clock wins that back. Tomko can't save it. Arrowwood. Hartzler. Up to Green. Bruins need numbers if they want to try to score another one. Still 1-0. Still looking to extend. A 1-0 win is just as good as a 2-0 win on the record. That foul is going to be against Hartzler. But no doubt the Bruins want more offense. They want to ignite something towards the second half of this season. Especially since for the rest of the year, they're on the road. Final time they're playing in front of a home crowd. We've only had 6 home games this year, a lot less than last year. In a way heavy season. Grace way out of her box, but clears it up in time before Clock gets there first. Hartzler saves that from going out of bounds. Finds Arrowwood. But out for an Eagles throw in. Just over 12 minutes to go here at Alumni Stadium. And that's 12 minutes to see if Trinity can knot this thing up at 1. Last thing the Bruins want, though, is a draw. They have had 5 draws this season. Spartanburg Methodist 0-0 draw. Meredith 0-0 draw. North Carolina Wesleyan 0-0 draw. That's how they started their season. 3 straight 0-0 draws. And then they had a 0-0 draw at Greensboro. And so they just don't want to tie here. And a 1-1 tie at Erskine. Clock stops as these subs come in. Ashley Frederick coming in for the Bruins. And here comes Lucy Reif back in for the Eagles. And play continued before Lydia Howell was even off the field. Well, she gets off now. Pfaffenroth again by herself on this left side. Foul called against Pfaffenroth on the challenge on Gina Beto. Katiana Grace sends it up. Bruins defense has been as solid as it could be today. Trinity only just a couple of shots. The wind continuing to pick up. Sent it in the box. That one's a dangerous cross. Bruins throwing just under 10 minutes to go. Ellie Cummings will come back in. I guess at the next throw-in. Which will come now. Cummings on for Isla Tomko, who played great minutes both yesterday and today. Cummings, good touch. That's out for another Bruins throw-in. Still leading 1-0, 8:50 to go. Hartzler in the middle to Tierney. Back to Cruz. Cruz looking to her left, finding Ashley Frederick, just subbed on. The freshman from Kingsport, Tennessee. And Frederick will take this throw in. Miller, Frederick, back to Cruz. Tierney. Pass not gathered by Clock. Green gets the ball. Going up. Cummings. Needs help on that line. Good touch around her defender. Gets to the flag. Puts it in the middle. Savannah Clock with space and time. Heavy first touch though. Cummings gets it back. Back towards across the box and easy gather by Grace. Couple heavy touches have gotten rid of threats Bruins have today. Saw a heavy touch in the box on a scoring opportunity by Avellino in the first half, and now Clock here in the second half. Out for another Bruins throw-in. Miley Shaw about to come back in. Clock's going to stop for this substitution as Shaw comes back in for Green. Shaw turns. Arrowwood to Tierney and back to Cruz. Good ball by Shaw up to Cummings. Cummings on the run as Clock in the middle. Ellie Cummings has her senior day moment. It's 2-0. What a play by Ellie Cummings.
Bruins goal scored by number 13, Ellie Cummings.
She has worked so hard to get back to scoring goals. Tearing her ACL last year, recovering as fast as she can to get back on the field this year. And she has her moment on her senior day. Family from abroad coming in. What a special moment. And a sigh of relief across all of Alumni Stadium that was wanting that second goal so badly. Bruins throw in. And that one's deflected out for another one. Gaddis lined up to come in. Clock's going to stop on this substitution. Oh, no sub. Play will continue. Gaddis is just talking to head coach Carmichael, and Carmichael's saying she's not at the center. She's just talking to me. She's not at the center. Arrowwood finds Tierney forward. Under 5 minutes to play. Bruins well on their way to a 2-0 win against a region opponent. And a potential clinching of the 1 seed in the region tournament. As Frederick falls down. Clock almost gets that. Sent up in the box. Roland will meet it. Roland well on her way to another clean sheet. Her second clean sheet in as many starts. Hartzler. Shaw. Heavy pressure there by Buckley. Takes it away. Up the line towards Robinson. Robinson can't chase it down in time. Clock will stop. As now Annabelle Gaddis will come on. Conversation with Carmichael is over. And Gaddis comes on for Savannah Clock. Sophia Morales coming in. And as clock exits, the game clock will start. Cruz finds Tierney. Heavy pressure there. That's a shot and deflected by Arrowwood. That one would have been on target. Shot by Camila Lopez. Had some pace on it. But Arrowwood and Cruz have had an excellent game today. Eagles will not quit. Sent into the box. Hartzler, Arrowwood. And they get it away from Callie Robinson, who was tracking. Bruins throwing. Frederick over the head of a Rednick. Dropped all the way back to Katiana Grace. Rednick still pressuring. Lopez in the middle. Shaw running with her. Lopez sends it up. And that pass too far out in front of Wolk. And Abby Arrowwood is making her move up the field. Arrowwood still going up. Still waiting for someone. Arrowwood lobs it over, trying to find Cummings. That stays in. Cummings. will win a throw-in deep in the zone. Lucy Rife gets it and sends it away.
1 minute.
Clock trickles under a minute here. As we close, I do want to thank all the fans of this women's soccer team for joining us throughout the season. This is the final home game here at Alumni Stadium. The rest of their games will be played on the road. The region tournament will be played at Toccoa Falls. And if you want all the updates, scores, live stream, and live stats links, you can visit us at bjubruins.com. It has been an absolute privilege again to be with you here all season long.
2, 1.
This team might be well on their way to a region championship, beating Trinity College of Jacksonville today 2-0 on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. My name is Trenton Goldsmith, signing off for now. Have a great weekend, Bruin Nation.
Eagles 0. Fans, thank you for attending today's game. As you leave, make sure to properly dispose of any trash you may have or take it with you as you exit Alumni Stadium. Fans, today is the final home contest of the women's soccer team's 2025 season. After today, the Bruins will go on the road for 3 weeks straight before traveling to Toccoa Falls College for the NCCAA Division II South Region Tournament. You can follow all the action from the women's soccer team as well as all of our other Bruins teams all season long at bjubruins.com. As always, fans, have a fantastic day and go Bruins!